Hello all. Halloween today. I would say happy Halloween, but Rob Hodge won his matchup this week and is at 6-2, so it's not a happy Halloween. Week 8 in the books. Let's go ahead and get into these matchups. So yeah, might as well start with the aforementioned Rob Hodge. He was playing Pouchon this week, battle of two of the top teams. Rob moves to 6-2, Pouchon falls to 5-3. Rob did it on the back of, it was CeeDee Lamb this week. I mean, the Cowboys torched the Rams, and they didn't run the ball at all. It was all CeeDee all day. Gabe Davis has random days where he catches like a 50-yard touchdown, and then that's it. Apparently, he is, I don't know. The Bills confuse me. I don't know how Rob keeps getting away with this. This team's not good. Backup running back, Kami's running back's bad. Cooper's He started Parham Jr. and got a touchdown. Gabe Davis is mid. I don't know how Rob keeps doing this. Poor Pooch came back down to earth again, though. I mean, he needs to start legitimately being worried. Kieran Williams is still on the IR. Aaron Jones has been bad. And the Vegas wide receivers don't ever get the ball. I thought one of them was going to get traded today at the deadline, honestly, which is why I waited to make this video, but just a poor showing from Pouchon. Rob, CeeDee Lamb. Without CeeDee Lamb, you're just an okay week. Good win, though, I guess. All right. Rag takes down Mace. I think that moves Rag to 4-4 and Mace to 3-5. Yeah, it's live or die by the Kelsey, and he died. Kelsey was bad. The Chiefs were just really bad, which was really weird. I mean, Ritter, horrible. He got benched for Taylor Heineke, who's my hero, especially after his Halloween costume. If you know, you know. Yeah, Misha's team just did mid. Not much else to say. Mid running backs, mid wide receivers, and if you're going to get a mid Travis Kelce, this team's not going to win many games. For Rag, Alvin Kamara is just a PPR animal, dude. He had over 100 total yards, 2 total touchdowns. Bijan finally got a couple touches. No Kirko for Jordan Addison, though. That's going to hurt. That's going to really hurt, especially since his other wide receiver, Olave, is playing really poorly. I don't know. Good win for Rag. Back up to 500. Macia's team is in a little bit of trouble here. All right. Ish versus Scott's. Ish took him down, and Scott's team continues to just confuse the absolute fuck out of me. I have no idea what to make of this team. I guess maybe he just looks so bad because the two worst showings today were the Chiefs and the Rams, and he has both Rams wide receivers and the Chiefs running back. This is, in his defense, the first bad week of the Cup Puka stack, so don't lose faith in it. Matthew Stafford slings the ball so much. Our trade's kind of working out. Derrick Henry and Garrett Wilson each had solid days, and it's not my fault you didn't start Zach Moss over OBJ. Zach Moss had like 15 points, and OBJ didn't have a single catch. Start the boy. The Colts just score, and they run the ball. Him and Jonathan Taylor can both do shit. Ish, come on. I'm rooting for you. I don't want Cal or Rob to win this league. Please keep winning. Speaking of teams I don't want to win this league, Cal takes down Sutton. And Cal, I mean, it's same story, different week here for Cal. It's just those two running backs are so wildly elite. Like, I didn't even think Christian McCaffrey had that great of a day. And they lost, and he still put up 30 points. Same with Travis Etienne. He didn't really do anything, and then I looked down, and he has 26 fantasy points. I mean, those two are really good. The rest of Cal's team, mid is normal. Kirko's gone, but he has Joe Burrow, so that doesn't really matter. What else do I have written down? Sutton, really good week this week. 125 is almost always enough to win in our league. We're not super high scoring since we have 14. But it was a pretty high scoring week overall, and you just happened to run into Cal. Eckler finally looked good again. Knew he had to bounce back this week. The Dolphins' rush game has looked a little weak ever since A-Chain went out. Mostert as the sole back hasn't looked great. Kittle, one of his random good games. I don't know. If Matt Stafford is out and Justin Fields is out, Sutton's starting to look real thin in a couple places on this roster. Tough loss. Cal, congrats on the win. Yeah. Holy crap. I mean, Briggs just absolutely tore into Hayden. Poor Hayden. He moves to 1-7 as Briggs moves up to 4-4, and Hayden got so screwed. He hung 135, which was like the third highest score this week, maybe behind me and Briggs and Rob, or fourth highest score then, yeah. And I mean, Breece Hall looked good. Gibbs without Montgomery is a beast. Sam Howell was slinging. Waddle was great. But he started Miles Sanders, and it got him nothing. Not that it would have mattered, because Briggs is a beast. Briggs' final form here is what Pouchon was at the beginning of the season, and I think those two have combined to be the highest scorer in every week so far this season. I think those are our only two highest scores. And you're just going to take my word on that because I don't feel like looking it up. So Briggs has by far the best two wide receivers. I mean, A.J. Brown is on a historic pace right now. Sam Laporta is fantastic. Jonathan Taylor looks like he can coexist in that backfield with Zach Moss, so that's good, and Josh Allen slings. Briggs actually just made a trade with Hayden, which is funny enough. It was Godwin for Jefferson, but I'll talk about that more in my predictions because that more affects that than these recaps. Good win, Briggs. He's 4-4, and he could not be a bigger favorite to win this league. I have him favored over anyone above him, even the 6-2 teams. Wow. I mean, great win for Clay, but what sticks out here is the absolute balls on Brett to start Taysom Hill. I can't see his full lineup, so I don't know exactly who's starting him over, but just actually, it might have been Jake Ferguson. Just the absolute nuts, and it paid off so well. Holy crap. It was almost enough. He just needed something out of Tony Pollard. Just something, and he would have won this. He had a good comeback last night on Monday Night Football with Josh Jacobs, but it just wasn't enough. Clay, the team's getting healthy. Team's looking solid. Big game, Tyler Lockett. Great for him. Deontay got a ton of targets. And if Kenny goes down, Kenny's favorite target's Georgie. I mean, if Mitch plays any more games, he's going to go to Deontay a lot more. But apparently Kenny's supposed to play, so that might not be a problem. Amon-Ra and Barkley both back. And if you get a decent day out of Lamar, this is a decent team again. I'm not all back in because you don't have two running backs. But Clay's team is solid. 4-4. He can make a sneaky run at the playoffs. Brett, I think he has a better team, but tough loss. At 3-5, it's scramble o'clock for Brett here. All right, I just talked about this game, but I don't know where the recording went, so you know what? If I have to talk about a game twice, at least it's me. Bang, what a win. Bang, I'm back at 500. Finally predicted myself correctly, and I picked myself to win. Huge win. Third highest score of the week. McCosey, Courtland Sutton, and Russell Wilson. Huge win over Kansas City. Didn't translate well to fantasy. Running backs are trash, and Jamar chases him. You're starting to look like a Mace team here, where it's just your one good player against the world. So it's going to be tough heading forward here. But my team looked fantastic. We kept ourselves afloat, kept ourselves at 500. Brandon Aubrey, Dallas kicker, has been fantastic this year. The Chiefs defense has been great. And even though maybe my two best players, my wide receivers, looked Gus Edwards looked fantastic. Back-to-back 25-plus point games, I think. And Joe Mixon finally had a good game. I don't think he'd broken 12 yet this season, but if he turns into a beast, then I absolutely accidentally Felice Dish. Because Joe Mixon had been very bad. And if he's good, then I'm going to be good. And I just need to get Deebo Samuel and Connor back. I might have corrected my season here. But after saying that, I will probably lose next week because I'm a horrible jinx. And here we are. I went 4-3 on the week. Predicted myself correctly. Predicted Briggs. That was easy. Predicted Cal over Sutton, as much as it hurts. And I predicted Rag over Mace. Sorry, Mace. So I'm back at exactly 500 on picks this year. It's a tough league. Tough picks. See you guys for the recap.